Welcome back to our channel, where we're committed to helping you navigate the vibrant landscape of AP-US history. Today, we're stepping into the spirited era of the Roaring Twenties, a decade that danced to the rhythm of jazz, grappled with the complexities of Prohibition, and witnessed profound cultural shifts. This video will guide you through the defining characteristics of the 1920s, exploring the social, cultural, and political nuances that made it a decade unlike any other in American history. The Jazz Age, a musical revolution. The 1920s, often heralded as the Jazz Age, was a period of musical innovation and liberation. Jazz emerged as a defining feature of the decade, capturing the spirit of change and the celebration of life post-World War I. Originating from African American communities in the South, jazz music rapidly spread to the urban centers of the North, such as Chicago and New York City, where it became a symbol of the modern age. Jazz was more than just music, it was a cultural movement that influenced fashion, dance, and social norms. It challenged traditional conventions and embraced a sense of spontaneity and freedom. The improvisational nature of jazz mirrored the era's break from the past, representing a new wave of artistic expression that resonated with the youth of the day. Jazz icons like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington became household names, their music a soundtrack to the decade's exuberance. Prohibition, a nation divided. The 1920s was also the era of Prohibition, a nationwide constitutional ban on the production, importation, transportation, and sale of alcoholic beverages from 1920 to 1933. Implemented by the 18th Amendment and the Volstead Act, Prohibition was intended to reduce crime, corruption, and social problems. Instead, it led to the opposite, giving rise to speakeasies, bootleggers, and organized crime. Prohibition highlighted the cultural divisions within the country: urban versus rural, modern versus traditional, young versus old. While many urban dwellers found ways to circumvent the law, rural and conservative populations often supported it as a means to uphold moral standards. The failure of Prohibition to enforce sobriety and its unintended consequences significantly influenced public opinion and policy, culminating in its repeal by the 21st Amendment in 1933. Cultural change and the flapper. The Roaring Twenties was a time of significant cultural transformation, challenging pre-existing norms and paving the way for modern attitudes towards gender and sexuality. The flapper became an iconic symbol of the era, representing young women who embraced new fashions and freedoms. Flappers challenged traditional roles by cutting their hair short, wearing short skirts, and engaging in behaviors considered unconventional, such as smoking, driving cars, and openly discussing sex. This era also saw significant strides in women's rights, notably the ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920, granting women the right to vote. The changing role of women in society was indicative of the broader cultural shifts taking place, as Americans sought to redefine their values and lifestyles in the post-war world. The clash of values. The 1920s was a decade of contradictions, marked by a clash of values between the modern and the traditional. This tension was evident in the Scopes trial of 1925, where a high school teacher was accused of violating Tennessee's Butler Act by teaching evolution instead of creationism. The trial highlighted the ongoing struggle between scientific progress and religious fundamentalism, reflecting the broader cultural conflicts of the era. Additionally, the decade witnessed the rise of nativism and the resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan, as well as restrictive immigration laws that reflected the anxieties of a nation grappling with rapid change. These issues underscored the complexities of American society as it navigated the tensions between embracing modernity and clinging to traditional values. Conclusion. The Roaring Twenties was a decade of vibrant change, marked by cultural revolutions, societal shifts, and political controversies. From the jazz clubs of Harlem to the speakeasies hidden beneath the streets, the 1920s encapsulated a period of experimentation, liberation, and conflict. Understanding this era provides valuable insights into the dynamics of American society and the forces that have shaped its evolution. We hope this journey through the Roaring Twenties has enlightened and entertained you. If you found this exploration helpful, please give us a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe for more content designed to help you ace your AP US History exam. Your engagement motivates us to continue producing informative and engaging content tailored to your academic needs. Do you have a favorite aspect of the Roaring Twenties, or is there another era in American history you're curious about? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive into another fascinating chapter of American history, providing you with the knowledge and insights to succeed in your AP US History exam and beyond.